I'm Ken Rockwell with KenRockwell.com and KenRockwell.tv. I just got my D780 delivered from B&H today. I love B&H. I've been shopping with B&H since the 1970s when they first opened up. I've been shopping with them for over 40 years. They've always treated me right, always given me the best price, always had things in stock. I love these guys. And now, my D780 today came from them. It came overnight, and it really did come overnight. I ordered it, and it just showed up. Gotta love these guys. So let's see. It comes in this screwy-looking box that's got not the usual way that it's sealed, but the key is this box is definitely sealed. You know if this box has been opened. And the reason I buy from B&H, as I will show you, is because when we actually get the box to open like this, let's see here. Okay. Got this out of the sealed box, live here on television. And the key is Nikon does not seal their boxes in any way whatsoever. I consider that negligent on the part of Nikon. It's not to support you, the customer. I think it's to support old-time dealers so that old-time dealers can open the box and show the camera around without having to buy a specific demo unit. In any case, there's no way if you can ever tell if a camera is actually new when you buy it. If you go to the grocery store and buy a bottle of milk, it's got a seal. Buy a new DVD or a compact disc, and those things are sealed. But these Nikon cameras, no, they're completely open. Anybody can open it up, as I'm about to do now, and play with the camera all weekend, drop it a couple times, return it. You would never know, which is why I only buy online from guys like B&H, because it's the only way you can know for sure that you're actually getting a new camera, not getting ripped off as somebody else's return, something else somebody dropped. Here's the box. Talked about the accessory included, but we're going to go in there. Made in Thailand, okay? Here's all the details. I've got a D780. Black box. It's micro corrugated cardboard. Let's see what we get with the legitimate USA model. Another thing about buying from a legitimate dealer. Here we go. First thing you get is the warranty card. And it's got the serial number here, which should match the number on the box and has to match the number on your actual camera body. Otherwise, it's invalid. The key is this is a Nikon USA warranty. So if you're in the USA, as I most certainly am, this warranty will apply to your purchase. If you don't get this card, you got ripped off with a gray market camera. Now, if you can save maybe $500 on this camera, or $1,000, it's one thing. But if you're only going to save $100 or $200, I would not take the risk of buying a gray market camera because unlike the 35mm lenses I used to buy gray market from B&H back in the 1980s, the early 1980s when I started buying my Nikon from those guys, I didn't shoot Nikon until the 80s, but I bought from B&H since before that. The key is those never required repair. These digital cameras always require new software. The Nikon School. I took the Nikon School once, which is actually a class where they meet up in a big hotel meeting room and they give you a slideshow. But it was really good. The guys are really passionate about what they did. They talked about photography. They did not talk about cameras. In fact, they even encouraged you to go buy the cheapest version of lenses because they will take the same pictures. We have here 2 instruction manuals, genuine printed paper manuals. Here's one in English, and here's one in Espanol for our friendly neighbors to the south. I do not see one in French, so our neighbors to the north maybe get a different version. What have we got inside here? Again, this, as you can see, is live. If a bobcat came flying out of here, I wouldn't know. What have we got? This is just cardboard. It's origami. It's not like the old days. They used to use real foam, closed-cell foam, which made these things far more bulletproof. Okay, we've got a camera body in a bag. We'll open that. And we've also got some accessories. Maybe let's look at the accessories first. Okay, we have a strap. Well, we expected that, a D780 strap. No big deal there. We have a charger. It is an MH25A charger, made in China. I hate these chargers. Look at these. They've been using these for years. Look at this dopey connector. You need to bring a cord. It doesn't have just a folding plug like the good chargers do, like the Nikon Z50 charger has. And the reason that thing rotates like that is they usually include, let's see if I can find this in here. They usually include a plug. This idiotic thing. Look at this. Here's a stub plug is what I call it. They expect you to stick that into this charger and then release this lever and fold it over so you can plug it in the wall. But there's no way you want to throw this in your camera bag for travel. Even if you throw it like this, you're going to break off these prongs. So now you've got to bring this charger and bring a cord. I don't like that. I much prefer my Canons. On the other hand, this camera charges over USB, then this becomes obsolete. But read my full review, and actually all of this, the full review is always updated, and especially be updated daily recently at kenrockwell.com. And I have links for it in my description, links for it at the end of this video, or just go to kenrockwell.com and type D780. You'll get right to it. That I update daily. In the case of these videos, it's made and it's set forever, is the way YouTube works. I can't go back in and edit this video as I learn more. In any case, that's the battery charger. And anybody who's been shooting Nikon probably has a whole bunch of these chargers around. I like to keep things neat because, to be honest, I open this for you guys. I will probably not use this charger again because I have chargers for my other Nikons kicking around here. Here we have, very generous of Nikon. It is a USB-C cord. Here we have the battery. This is standard for Nikon. This is probably an EN-EL15B, Bravo. Fairly common. These are, it's import by Nikon. Where is it made? Notice, don't be fooled. It says Nikon Corp Japan. That's rarely where they make anything nowadays. Processed in China. Okay. These are standard. These interchange between all the Nikon cameras probably over the past 10 years. What's important is this little plastic cap. Don't throw this away. Keep this with your batteries because although for the most part these are fairly safe, it's really hard to get anything stuck in there. If you put this in your pocket with keys or your pocket knife, as I will do, this little cap keeps it from catching fire by short-circuiting. It's a protection. That's always good practice. And you've been shooting for as long as I have. I've been shooting for over 50 years. You learn to just take safety precautions because otherwise you're going to get burnt. Ha! No pun intended, but appropriate. What is this little guy? This looks like this is the eyepiece cover. The reason you use this is if you're shooting with the standard viewfinder view and shooting, say, out a window, or more correctly, if you're shooting with light shining into your eyepiece. That could offset the meter because light will shine in through the eyepiece, hit the finder screen, and the meter may or may not read that incorrectly. I don't think I've ever used this. If I have a question or a problem with the lighting being very peculiar like that and worrying about stuff shining in through the eyepiece, I simply cover the eyepiece with my hand as I'm doing it. And you don't need that if the camera's on a tripod because otherwise your face is in front of it. So let's put this in the box. Let's take a look at our beautiful D780. This is simply wrapped in bubble wrap. Not very impressive. Bubble wrap, and inside the bubble wrap we have, this is a little foam bag. It's kind of nifty. Does it have a serial number on it? No. Sometimes for a while there, Nikon was actually serializing the little bags. What have we here? World's first. Okay. We have a camera. It's got a little protector sheet over the plastic, which is nice. These are easy to take off and put on again. So all because yours has the protector sheet on it doesn't mean you got a new camera. The only way you can tell if it's new is buy from a legitimate dealer, which I list. You see, I could take it off, I can put it back on again. That's the only way to tell if you've actually got a new camera is to buy from a dealer you can trust online. Why? Well, because when you get it online, it comes from a sealed, secured warehouse where salespeople and customers never even get to go. It's usually in a different state. Usually the warehouses are in New Jersey and the camera stores are in Manhattan with the guys like B&H. So you don't have the salespeople taking it out to show to customers or anything like that. Here's the bottom. It's got a big plate down there. Plastic, usual plastic card door. These usually pop off. Does it have connections for a grip? I see none. There's none in there other than the battery terminal. It's Nikon's usual rubbery plastic. This is good. This door is good because this door is not going to open up by accident and it's easy to pop up when you need it. I love it. It's got 2 SD card slots, as it should be. None of this XQD nonsense. Although if I shot video, XQD might be good. Push to eject. Gotta love that. This is different. The top is different. Now, people were wondering, and I'm wondering too, does it have a flash? No. I don't have anything put in yet, but no. There's no pop-up flash. A major thing missing on this camera. The D750 has a pop-up flash. Okay, we've got a lock now on our button. We've got the usual exposure modes. This is a pain. It takes 2 fingers. The locks are fairly, it's a fairly deep click. This is not, to be honest, you don't even need this lock button because it's so deeply indented. Do we have U1 and U2? Yes. And I certainly will hope, and you can read on my review, does U1 and U2, or will U1 and U2 actually restore everything about the camera, or the Z cameras have gotten really sloppy and not restored everything. You've got a little push button to unlock. Then you've got the advanced modes. Gotta love that. Our hot shoe, Nikon standard for years. Our dioptometric adjustment, all the usual things. Unfortunately, you need 2 hands to shoot this camera. You've got all the buttons over here, and your thumb is over here. This looks all fairly standard for Nikon. Now, this isn't going to do anything until I put the battery in, and that's going to be my review, which is going to be after I get everything charged up and looked at. What do we got here? ZFN. There's our front there. Now, one would say, where's the serial number on this camera? I bet you I'm going to find it hidden under this. Here we go. This serial number has got to match the one on your warranty card. Otherwise, it has no warranty. It's made in Thailand. This is all fairly simple. This is easy to look up. And that's it. That's the Nikon D780. Thanks for watching Ken Rockwell, kenrockwell.com, and kenrockwell.tv.